Hi everybody, my name is Galia and I'm coming to you today from the lovely, beautiful Rumors Hotel in Frankfurt. And today we have a very special topic that I'm sure all of you are familiar with, the on-off relationships that we all love and hate at the same time. So, let's go. On-off, enough. On-off relationships were invented by the devil as a torture device, so that the souls are easier to steal. So what should you do? Stay and fight for the non-existent love, or save yourself? That's the question. It was a rainy Sunday and I was enjoying a delicious breakfast with my girlfriends at a cute French pastry shop downtown. The girls were sipping their cappuccinos and eating croissants with fruit. I was the only one who had croissant additionally to my large plate of soft French cheeses, eggs, marmalade, bacon, sausages, and of course a pain au chocolat to top it off. Just to make a little side note, I have to really say again how important it is to allow yourself the little piece of chocolate or the pain au chocolat or the croissant or whatever you like, maybe a few times a week, because it's actually soul food and it makes you feel good. And of course we're all on the diet frame of mind, but it's not important. It's really important to allow yourself that little bit of pleasure, especially on the weekends. So, as I was enjoying my pain au chocolat, and did I actually mention that this was my second breakfast? Food is my second big love. He is comforting, exotic, delicious, and I definitely have a full-time on relationship with him. As I was busy scooping the cheese into my mouth, I was listening to Claudia's story about her Sir Cuckoo. They had been together for about 3 years. Some months were spent happy, with plenty of adventures, cuddling and laughter. The months in between were dark, bitter, like my coffee, which needed an urgent dosage of sugar. Claudia told us that with Sir Cuckoo, the highs were very, very high. She felt like she was a queen beside him. He really adored her and wanted to spend every waking moment with her. They had a deep, intense, bonding conversations until the morning hours. She said that they had a unique spiritual bond. She felt that he was actually her soulmate. However, the lows were excruciatingly low. He would suddenly change towards her, almost as if becoming a complete different person. During these phases, he was cold, distant, and careless towards Claudia. This caused her tremendous grief. It felt like he was tearing her heart right out of her body, cutting it in half with rusty scissors, throwing both pieces on the dirty floor and stepping on them until they turned into a bloody paste. In other words, he was killing her. She could not understand how could somebody that is so close to her suddenly become a stranger. He could go for days not calling her, simply ignoring her existence. Then suddenly contact her, apologizing with tears in his eyes, drama, saying how sorry and how stupid he was. So of course, she would run back to him, wanting the highs, which felt so good to her. This happened again and again. There was no stability, no reassurance. There was no security. There was no peace in this love. It was a never-ending dream, but more precisely, it was a never-ending nightmare. Ladies, I have to ask you, because I'm sure I've went through this, and I'm sure you know someone who went through this, or you went through this, where you had a relationship with someone and you just felt that it was not right. There was just something there not right, going from good to bad, and just, you know, this subconscious like stomach feeling that's telling you run away. And ladies, please try to listen to those feelings, because it's basically trying to warn you that something's not right. And if I would have listened to my gut feeling more often in my life, I would have saved myself a lot of pain and suffering. So please, if you're in such a situation right now, don't lie to yourself. Listen to your feelings and they will guide you. So I was listening to Claudia, trying to chew and swallow my brie without choking on it because of the story. Why go back to someone that hurts you so much over and over again? Why engage in such emotional torture? It's sadomasochism. That's what it is. Claudia said that their sex life was the best she ever had. She never experienced such earth-shattering orgasms before. It was like a drug to her. Of course, Sir Cuckoo knew how to treat her falsely well, keeping her inside the sick game. He was an emotional vampire. He sucked out her energy, goodness, strength, and light, leaving her weak, drained. Every time he was finished with her, she was a victim, helpless to his evil charm. And I have to say, ladies, that usually in such situations, these on-off relationships, someone does end up being the victim, because one is usually more into the other, and the other one that loves the other one more ends up suffering because they don't understand why the person decides to go and come back and go and come back, and the energy is just being sucked out of you, and then you feel tired and you just don't want to go on. So please save yourselves. Just go away from these people and these relationships. Love yourself more and save yourself from these situations. So back to the column. There's a well-known Russian proverb: in a quarrel, leave room for reconciliation. I am always a believer in fighting for a relationship. However, with on-off relationships, I believe in the one chance dance rule. Basically what it is, actually you could have maybe 2 chances if he's some special Prince Charming or an alien. But usually the one chance dance is enough. In Hollywood, movies and books, these cyclical relationships are seen as something romantic, but in real life, they cause extreme pain and suffering. In my honest opinion, if the relationship doesn't get better the second time around, most likely it never will. Yeah, so why do we still hold on? Why do we try 3, 5, or 10 times again? Do we secretly enjoy the pain that we cause ourselves? After all, pain is a much stronger and deeper emotion than happiness. Did we get used to them? And do we not want to be single again? Do we fear that we won't find anyone better? However, I won't criticize. I won't like to. I would rather like to romanticize this concept. Sorry, and say that we stay because we have faith in love and do not want to lose hope. But the truth of the matter is that the other one doesn't want a serious relationship. Or even worse, they're just not that much into us. There's no love there. And deep down we know this. And that's what hurts us most. That we know that it's not good and we know that something's wrong there, but we continue because we can't let go. And that means that we don't love each other, ourselves enough. That means we have to trust ourselves more, love ourselves more, and let go. And the right person will come. And do not be scared that you won't find anyone better, because you will find someone better. Believe me, it happened to me and I did. So, back to the column, which I will try to read without mistakes now. After the initial breakup, my advice is, number 1, figure out for yourself if you miss your partner, or are you happier without them? Number 2, if you are happier without them, then hallelujah for you. Go out and flirt your sexy bum off. You deserve some fun after torture. However, if you miss him or her like crazy, then you must try giving them the one chance dance, meaning get back together. Number 3, once you get back together, choose a night where you are both relaxed, drink a delicious bottle of wine, and talk about everything. What bothered you, what you would like to change in the future. Be open to communication. You must also step over your ego and accept criticism where you were both wrong. Both must try to work on themselves in the future to make the relationship better. This is the hardest part. Number 5, if you succeed, then congratulations. This process could only be achieved if the love is true. If the same problem starts all over again, then one or both did not make sufficient efforts to improve the relationship. And most likely, you or they never will. So run as far away as you can and don't look back, because the devil will try to come and steal your heart again. It really will. I guess the only way to escape such a relationship is to stay away from this torturous person. The best solution is to occupy yourself and meet with your friends and family. Just have fun and enjoy your spare time. What works well is to go out on dates and meet new people. This will give you a super confidence boost. and keep your mind off of that devil, that little devil. Believe me, as time goes by, the feeling and pain will start to fade away, and you won't be coming back to get hurt anymore. So love yourself, my dear friends. Please love yourself and be strong. And my mom always says, she told me this a few times in my life, it's better to be single than to be with the wrong person. That's it. There we go. There you have it, on-off relationships. Yeah, if you have any questions, please write me directly at galia@journal-frankfurt.de, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Have a good night and see you next week. Bye.